Hey everybody, my name is JPW03 and welcome back to another game recap. The Lightning win this one 5-3 over the Toronto Maple Leafs, series tied at 1. A major difference in this game compared to game 1. I mean, really everything was bad in game 1, but this one there's a lot of positives to take away. Vasi was absolutely phenomenal. Not that shocking historically in the playoffs. If Vasi loses, he normally performs very, very well the next game, and that's exactly what we saw tonight. So huge game for Vasi, especially early, a lot of penalties to kill, and the Lightning did a really good job of not only killing those penalties, but also creating a lot of momentum. So just 5-on-5, the Lightning played much, much better today. And to boot, minus the one shorthanded goal, their power play looked very dangerous, very effective. We're scoring goals, so I mean, if this is going to be the pace for the rest of the series, I think it really does favor the Lightning now that their power play is up to par. Now, I obviously think that the Leafs are now going to get angry and they're going to try to bounce back in game number 3 here in Tampa. But, hey, all I know is that we took one on the road. The series is tied at 1. Next 2 here in Tampa. Let's get those done. Now, there are so many goals to talk about, but before we get into any of those, let me know your thoughts about this game down in the comment section below. Let's hear it, Bolts fans. Let's get some Bolts in the chat. And if you're a Toronto fan, hey, look, I'm here for some good discussion as well. Let me know what you thought about the game. Let's go ahead and roll into the highlights. Oh, and if you're new, make sure to subscribe, as it does help out a lot. Leave a like, you know, all that stuff. You get it. Anyways, here we go. First up, on the power play, right as the first period is coming to a close, the Lightning are like, you know what? We're going to push for this. We're going to go for it. And it's going to be Hetty scoring with literally 1 second left. Look at how patient he is. 1.4 on this clock right here. This is just absolutely exquisite, but nice little poke right there by Kucherov. I don't think that got, I mean, as much recognition as it deserved. I mean, it was so smooth, and it was Kucherov's stick that did just poke it. We'll get a great angle of it right there. Boom. And right to Hetty as he just holds it and buries it. Here's another look at it from the on-ice view. Great work by our video guys. And again, just right there, tapped by Kucherov. But look at all the time and room Hetty has. I mean, the Leafs were definitely just trying to kill this period off, and he just holds it. Campbell spreads out, and he buries it. Now we're into the second period, and the Leafs pushing early. And Vasilevsky had to come up huge, but take a look at this save. Absolutely robs the Leafs right there. You got to take a look at it from this angle. Again, phenomenal work by our video guys there in Toronto. Boom! What a save! Absolutely robs them. Now, the reason I really wanted to show that, because look at the clock right now. Basically, under a minute later, the Lightning are going to score. Corey Perry alone on a breakaway buries it to make it 2-0 Lightning, and it all goes back to that big save by Vasi, because if he doesn't make that save, the game's tied at 1 at this point, and that's a whole different storyline. But Vasi with the big save, and Corey Perry buries it on the breakaway. Also, nice pass by Hetty. I just want to point that out because chef's kiss on this pass. Look at that. The Leafs would get one back right here. McDonough, a little bit of a tough turnover right there. Goes to Marner. Marner to Bunting, and Bunting to the back of the net. And that's 2-1. Again, an unforced error for the Lightning in the sense that this puck should have been out pretty much immediately. Right here, McDonough had the chance to get it out. Does not do it. Matthews with a big hit right there. Marner, Bunting, back of the net. But now the Lightning once again on another power play. The Leafs unable to clear it as a little bit of a miscue there. And now the puck is kept in. Hedman over to Kucherov and Snipe City. What a shot. No chance for Campbell. And now it's a 3-1 lead with just over half of the period left. Man, the Lightning were really firing on all cylinders at this point. And what a shot right there. So after 2, a 3-1 lead. What is going to happen? Are the Leafs going to claw their way back into this game? Are the Lightning going to be able to hold their lead? Well, chaos certainly does happen in the third, but the Lightning did an excellent job of just continuing to build on that lead. So even when the Leafs pushed back hard, the Lightning had a big enough buffer where they were A-okay. Again, this series is far from over. I know a lot of Toronto fans were like, oh, this series is over. It's done. It's over. One game does not mean anything. I mean, you have to win 4. That's the whole point of a series. And certainly, I'm not saying the Lightning are just going to go clean house now, but I'm just saying this. It's not over till it's over. So let's enjoy this ride. You know, we have 1 win under our belt. We need 3 more. But, hey, don't count any chickens until they hatch. We still have to win 3 more. The job's certainly not done. It's not time to throw the parade or anything. There's a lot more work to be done here. And you know the boys know that in the locker room. They've done this 2 years in a row, and they're working for a 3rd one here. And, I mean, again, we're going to see what Toronto's made of. We've kind of seen a little bit of it. They've seen a little bit what we're made of. And it's really going to come down to it. Stamkos said this is going to be a long series, and I truly do believe that this could go 6 or 7 for sure, easily. I mean, it's going to come down to those big saves. Which goalie can make more of those big saves? Tonight it was Vasi. Game 1, it was certainly Campbell. And you know, the big difference for me in this game compared to the game one is the shot selection. I mean, the Lightning were just shooting from anywhere and everywhere to get the puck on net, create some chaos, rebounds, whatever of it. And that was a huge difference. I mean, I don't really feel like we really tested Campbell in game one. Game two, we were throwing pucks on net. I mean, Leafs were relatively doing the same thing. I mean, they had a lot of quality chances. Vasi was much, much better tonight, though. And the Lightning were just a little bit more clinical on the other end. Anyways, with that all being said, let's get to the third. Sorry, that was a little ramble I didn't expect. So now we are in the third period. Matthews is going to turn this puck right over there. Actually, a nice stick by Paul, to be honest. And now Kucherov's going to pick this up. Excuse me. It is going to be Hagel at the end of this grabbing a goal. And you know what? Good for Hagel. I saw way too much Brandon Hagel slander on the timeline recently, being like, oh, 0 goals, 0 this. You know what? This is his second ever playoff game, and he grabbed a goal. So you know what? Good for you, Brandon Hagel. Happy for you. Glad you got it. Good for everybody here, but great passing play, and good for Paul, too. Gets a point right there. And Hagel just sitting on the back door, slamming that puck home. And once again, the Lightning on the power play, gonna create some danger for you, and it's gonna be Braden Point. That's gonna be a big goal for him, and I think that's gonna build a lot of confidence. He needed a goal here once again, and he gets it. He loves that play. He loved that little bumper play in the middle of the ice on the power play. He's so good at getting the puck and shooting it so quickly. Really no chance. They did a great job today of pulling out the Leafs a little bit more to give Point just a little bit more room in the middle of the ice. And that made a big, big difference, as this makes it 5-1. Well, that's game, right, JP? Not quite. The Leafs are going to make this interesting late, as the Lightning just kind of took their foot off the gas pedal a little bit. And it's going to be Marner scoring right here to make it a 5-2 game with 8:07 left. So we gave up a shorty in game one, and we're going to give a shorty up in game two, unfortunately. Leafs on a breakaway right here, but Brody with the peace of mind to find Kerfoot. I mean, that was a risky play, but it did pay off majorly, and that makes it 5-3 with 4:17 left. However, the Leafs would get a power play with like 2 and change left. They would pull their goalie, so it's a 6-on-4 essentially. They would create some dangerous chances, but really nothing Vasi couldn't deal with. I mean, Vasi was able to see the puck, knock it to the sides, the Lightning dump it in deep. No empty netter goal, though, and it ends 5-3. So I actually do game simulations over on the Bolts Gaming Twitter, and the game simulation from today had the score at 5-3 Lightning, and it's really funny to me that the actual game ended 5-3, different goal scores and all that, but still a fun little thing, right? The game simulation actually got the score right. That's pretty crazy. So we go 1-1. We're headed to Tampa now. The Bolts fans get their chance to get into it. It's going to be so much fun to see the home crowd at this, and I'm really, really looking forward to the 2 games in Tampa. But hey, as I mentioned earlier, the series is not over for either team. I mean, this is a wide open series. Win 3 games, you're into the second round. Anything can happen. It's the playoffs, baby, but I'm looking forward to a great ride. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please leave a rating on it. Let me know your thoughts about it down in the comment section below. Again, my name is JPW03. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, go Bolts.